What's good, y'all? What's good? Crazy fight came on last night on ESPN Top Rank. Raymond Ford versus Otebek. That was so far has to be fight of the year. It has to be fight of the year so far because man, that was back and forth. I didn't know Komatov before this fight, but he's real skilled, man. He got that he got that left hand. He was tagging Raymond Ford all night. Raymond Ford started to come on in like the fourth, fifth round, but Odebek, he kind of controlled the fight with his foot movement. I never seen this dude before, but he was really skilled, man. Good punch placement. Raymond Ford, he started winning rounds at about the third, fourth round, started to take control of the fight himself. He was stalking him. It was a nonstop action fight, really. And I want to give that man his props because that was both of their first title fight. That was both of their first title fight. And what a hell of a fight that is. They both see how hard it is to become a champion. They both had to dig deep, and Raymond Ford, he landed the shots that he needed to crack that chin. And he kind of cut the ring off really good all night. But Odebek, he just looked like he had better feet. This is 126. And, yeah, Raymond Ford, he really put on the show. He knocked the man out in the last 10 seconds of the fight. That shit's crazy. I hardly ever remember seeing something like that. I remember O'Shaquie Foster, he just did it about a month or two ago before he fought Abraham Nova. He fought Rocky Hernandez in Mexico, and he was in a sort of similar situation. He knocked him out in the 12th round, but he had like a minute and something left. Raymond Ford, he knocked him out with less than 10 seconds left. And they both needed it. Raymond Ford, yeah, I thought Raymond Ford was down a little bit too. I thought he was down by like maybe 2 rounds. And then when I seen he had him hurt, and I'm like, oh, I think he can at least knock him down and maybe get a draw. But he knocked him all the way out because when he punched him the first time, it kind of grazed him and he fell and they didn't call the knockdown. And then he only had like 19 seconds left, and he got right on his ass through a nice combination when he had missed that hook. He went to running because he had landed about 2 or 3, but he missed that big hook that would have definitely knocked him out. And then when he went to backpedaling, then he had cut him off and landed that straight right. It was over with. He had turned his back. And when Raymond Ford caught up to him again, the referee had stopped the fight. And yeah, and that is a good stoppage because you can't, when you hurt, you're not allowed to turn your back like that. That means that you're giving up. I don't know if Odebek meant to do that or not, but he didn't really complain though, because he really was hurt and he turned around. But that was a great victory for Raymond Ford. That young man's the shit right now. He called out O'Shaquie Foster and a couple of other names that will be great fights for him. I know the big names around his weight class should be looking at this, see if they want to make a fight with him. Yeah, him and Oshaki would be a good fight. But if he moved right up, I mean, I favor Oshaki if it's his first fight, Raymond Ford. But yeah, I stayed up to watch this fight because I always knew Raymond Ford. Like I used to see him. Uh, I think that was on the zone coming up. He didn't get like a lot of knockouts. I didn't think like he was like a Shakur Stevenson type or nothing like that. I just felt like he was like just a level below them because I did used to see him getting hit a lot, but he was always looked like a good fighter to me, but I just used to see him get hit a lot, and I'm surprised that he showed out like how he did because it was rounds that Otebek couldn't even touch him. Otebek was winning a lot of them rounds because of his activity. Raymond Ford showed great defense on the inside and everything because he was stalking them all fight. But yeah, shout out to Raymond Ford. He just put on the show, and I really hope that this builds his name up because he was an underdog in this fight. That's another reason why I really wanted to watch it because I thought he was a good fighter. Plus, he an underdog, so of course I want to see what the other dude looked like, and he did show up. Otebek did look like the better fighter throughout most of the fight, but he just couldn't last. And he got caught a lot because his hands was down too low. He was boxing and turning Raymond Ford and ring generalship and stuff, but his hands was down too low. So he was getting tagged a lot. But yeah, that dude looked like he could be a champion too. So I hope the promoters don't give up on Otebek. There's other belts. Raymond Ford only beat him for one belt. I think that was WBC. And yeah, I want to see this Otebek dude in the future too. But I just wanted to do the video and give props. That so far was the fight of the year. I was laying down on the couch and I stayed up to watch it. And you know that's a rule. You never supposed to lay down and watch the fight. That's how you go to sleep. But this fight here kept me up the whole time throughout the post conferences and everything. I never watch Raymond Ford post press conferences, but the fight that shit had me like so lit. I was up for everything. But Raymond Ford, kid look like he gonna be something. Got to move up to 130. That's what he said he wanted to do. So we'll see him again.